Dear friends, welcome back to another MOOC video class. This is the second video of first week module. In the previous class, we have learnt about the definition of news, what makes news, why the news is important, news values and types of news. In today's class, we will understand about basic rules of covering news, what are the chances we have to collect the information, how the news will be collected from the different sources and its reliability. In this video, I will give you an introduction on covering news. Before entering into the introduction of covering news, let me explain the most important and essential things in news coverage. Let us recall a verse from the moral collections of Thiruvalluvar. வாய்மை எனப்படுவது யாதெனின் யாதொன்றும் தீமை இல்லாத சொல்லல். This can be translated as, you ask in lips of men what truth may be. That is, வாய்மை எனப்படுவது யாதெனின் யாதொன்றும் தீமை இல்லாத சொல்லல். This speech from every taint of evil free. Truth is the speaking of such words as are free from the least degree of evil to others. From these words, we can understand that the statement is too vital for our activities. Also, it is more important for reporters. First of all, let me explain the basic rules to cover news. We will have a question always in our mind about what's happening. This is the single stimulation which created the process of communication. It started many centuries ago with our sign languages, with our so-called meaningless shouting, with our premature languages, with our grammar, with our stories and with our narration techniques, etc. All our minds have an instinct to establish a contact to another mind or minds. If we witness something, the picture will be analyzed through our senses and recreate it to others with exaggeration or minimized version of the same. How it happened? Who did that? Where it happened? When did it happen? After all this detailing, we will add our own perception of the same incident. This recreation is a social idea. In journalism, an effective recreation of any incident is called as covering news. It needs 6 elements like who is it about, what happened, when did it take place, where did it take place, why did it happen and how it happened. These 5 W's and 1 H are enough to cook the first paragraph of a story. Let's look into it a little deeper. Covering news is easy. But a good reporter should cover the news with 5 W's and 1 H with a different perspective and approach. They have to think like professionals. They have to analyze the reader's mind and choose the words for news stories. Sometimes, if a word is printed wrongly in the news, it will change the whole story. A reporter cannot write whatever comes into his mind due to time restrictions and work pressure, assignments, etc. He has to do beat covering, which means he has to choose a specific topic or area. Typically, beats include police reports, court proceedings, and government press releases. They have to follow these beats always, but choosing news is entirely different. It should be done with the news values. I hope that you can remember the news values what we have learnt in the previous class. Again, I recall the news values: timeliness, importance, prominence, proximity, oddities, and consequence. Always find a human interest element in all stories you find out there. Producing timely and relevant case studies that are related to the current story will improve the quality of the news story. because the reporter is not only reporting what happened in that particular time, but also he or she is recalling the incidents happened in the past similarly. By doing this comparison, the news story will get a predominant position in a page. Also, a report should reach the spot as quick as possible to catch some clicks. Nowadays, you can do the clicks for your photographs in your own mobile itself. It will be a proof for the news. Best picture will cover half of the news. It will reduce the burden of explaining the exact event. Connecting to newsroom is another big task for a reporter. If you want your name in the byline, the first rule, do not send the media release straight through to the general news desk. By doing this, you will be running the risk of having your story overlooked. Target specific reporters to increase the chances of having your story covered, especially social and community affairs reporters in bigger news outlets. Reported details can generally be found on an outlet's website or through a quick phone call to the outlet. In some interview news covering, reporters will get the answers as no comments. It does not mean that the expected answer is denied. It is an open answer for the same question. A reporter can find the answers behind the question in different ways and explain the same in their news stories. But as a caution, the reporter should report to themselves a favor and defend them against accusations. At the end of the line, a news story should contain the words that it is started as no comments as an answer. A reporter should be available 24/7. A reporter's job is not an office job which will be done in the assigned hours. Their phone should be ringing always. A reporter should have a smooth relationship with government officials, people, co-workers and local audience too. It will help them to collect, create, compromise a news story. A reporter's diary should have all the community contacts as a list. But instead of telephonic conversation, email conversation, reports would meet sources, people's face to face. It will build a stronger relationship between your group and the media and will hopefully get your stories more airtime or print space. While making a first line, the story should touch the reader's mind and make them to stick with it. For this succession, a reporter should do more and more homework. These are the important things a reporter should understand before entering into the real journalistic world. But what are all the chances will be available to collect news and from which sources we can collect the news is different from these points. Good reporting is the discovery of as many important facts as possible and their selection and presentation so that they make a comprehensive story. Sources of news are innumerable. If one has nose for news, he can get it while walking on the road or even casually talking to other people. But a lot of efforts also goes into news gathering. A journalist is surrounded by sources of potential news stories or features. A conversation with a friend, a poster on a wall, an unexpected juxtaposition all might result in a story if you keep your eyes, ears and mind open. Some sources will be routine points of contact for journalists while others may be one-offs. Some will be proactive, approaching journalists because they want news access for their views or events, while other sources may not even be aware that they are sources. A journalist should maintain a contact book having list of people categorized and carrying vital information. Sources of news can be listless. The innumerable sources of news can be classified into various categories depending on the criteria applied. A particular source, however highly placed, may be relevant for one kind of story but totally irrelevant for another. This makes it necessary to determine in each case the appropriate source or sources. The source should always be named in the sources except in special circumstances. Sources can be odd or weak. A source is odd when the facts of a report come from the important person's mouth, that is, where they are ascribed to the concerned person or persons by name. For example, on the government policies, the Prime Minister or other ministers, top officials of the concerned ministries of departments, etc. are the hot sources. Human sources. News writing needs human sources to make the story credible and readable. Information from eyewitness and participants lends immediacy to a story, and direct quotes make a story interesting. Newspaper files. All newspapers have reference libraries which used to be called mocks, where clips of stories that have been published in the paper are stored. We can also find human sources on the internet in news groups and bulletin board services. The next one is primary and secondary sources. When you are conducting an interview, if your source says something about another person, particularly if it is derogatory or controversial, make sure you check with that second person. The first source's statements not only could be wrong, they could also be libelous. You should even check out written information about sources to make sure it is accurate. Next one is sponsorship. Suppose you find a source that is reluctant to talk to you, such as a police official. You can use a technique that Mark Porter calls sponsorship, getting someone who knows and trusts you to recommend you to the news source. Matchmaking also. You have found a source and you are interviewing her or him, but you want the names of other sources for the story. Try matchmaking, a form of sponsorship. Ask the source who else might know something about the subject or have an opposing point of view. Who else is involved in the issue? Ask how you can reach those people. The next important one is the up or down principle. If you want to get the most accurate and vivid information about a story, talk to the people who were directly involved. Go down the organizational ladder. Contact the police officer who wrote the reports. The name is listed on a police report. The researcher who conducted the study or the source closest to an incident. Anonymous source is also very important source. Many people will be willing to talk to you if you promise not to use their names. An anonymous source is one of who remains unnamed. The terms anonymous source and confidential source are used interchangeably by most people. Most editors today would say no to this unless there is no other way to get the information. If you must use anonymous sources because you have no other alternative, you should check the information with other sources also, preferably ones who will allow use of their names and check documents. Many sources, named or unnamed, have their own agenda and want to manipulate reporters so the sources can promote their cause. For fairness and balance, it is crucial for reporters to check with other sources to confirm, deny or provide other points of view. On the record is the next main source. The sources agrees that all information can be used in a news story and that he or she can be identified as the source of it. The easiest way to establish this understanding is to identify yourself as a reporter immediately and state your purpose for the interview. If you are interviewing people who are not accustomed to dealing with the media, you may need to remind the source during the interview that you are quoting him or her about the material, especially if you are writing about controversial issues. Like the on the record, the off the record is also important. The information from this source may not be used at all. If you can get the same information from another source, you may use it, but you may not attribute it to the sources who told it to you off the record. Background. You may use the information as background, but you may not identify the source. Not for attribution. It means that you may use the information but can't attribute it. Some reporters define background as the ability to use the information with a general attribution, such as a city official said. If you are in doubt during the interview, ask the source how you can identify her or him and give the specific wording you intend to use. Like the background, deep background also important. This term is rarely used or understood by most sources except for officials. It means you may use the material for your information only but may not attribute it at all, not even with a general term such as government official. Written sources are the main sources. You can find many additional clues for human sources and other information from a variety of written sources. Telephone directories. The white and yellow pages of telephone books are primary places to locate sources. Most local telephone books also contain information about city and country, government agencies, utilities and other frequently used services. We could not avoid the libraries while we are talking about the sources. Your local public library contains a wealth of source material to help you find background about a story. Some of the most useful reference works are the Reader's Guide to Periodical Literature, encyclopedias, almanacs and other books of facts, population data and financial records of major corporations. Other public records also very important while we are talking about the sources. An official at your university tells you that there are no serious fire safety violations on campus, but you want to be sure, so you decide to check the state fire marshal's report on the last fire safety inspection of campus buildings. The report may list many violations that the official might not have deemed serious. Records on paper or in the computer form are valuable information sources. Not only do such records as fire and police reports provide detail about investigations, they also give names of people to contact. When police investigate an accident or a crime, they fill out reports with details of the scene and crucial information about the people involved, including names, addresses, birth dates, physical descriptions and other material. In today's technological world, the internet is playing a crucial role for collecting data like search engines, websites, social media are providing data sometimes without invitation. At the same time, the reporter should authenticate and confirm the information. There are some more public records that should be available to you locally. They are real estate records like mortgages, deeds, which record the property owner's purchase date and sale price in some states. The legal property description, indexes listing previous property owners and commercial property inventories, list of everything the commercial property owner has, such as trucks, supplies and equipment, are available in the Register of Deeds office. This office also has maps showing all the property in the region and individual maps called plans, which shows the zoning of each piece of property. Records for tax rates and assessed value of the property are located in the taluk offices. The next local record is voter registration records. These records located in the city or town municipality office list the person's political party if he or she is a registered voter, as well as the person's address and date of birth. They also list telephone numbers. In some cases, people who have unlisted telephone numbers may have listed their numbers on these records. Local government expenses are the next local record. This can also be found in the city or town municipality clerk's office. Corporate records, also local records. Articles of incorporation, which list the officers of the companies and or corporation and the date of the company registered with the state, are very useful if you are trying to find out who the company officers are. Articles of incorporation are located in the Register of Deeds office or in the state office that regulates corporations. Court records. Fillings in all civil and criminal court cases except juvenile cases are open to the public. They are located in respective courthouses and can be had by applying for a copy of them. Tax payments or delinquent tax records are the next local records. These records are kept in the respective tax officer's office. Motor vehicle registrations. These records can be had from the regional transport offices, that is RTO office. Building inspection records and housing permits are available in the city's building inspection and housing department of Public Works Department, that's called as PWD. City expenses like information about purchase orders, accounts payable, the inventory or city agencies, budgets, expenditures and like are available in the city municipality's finance section or department. The next one is public works records. Plans for public works projects such as roads, sewers, traffic signals and traffic counts should be available in the Public Works Department, already I told na PWD, of town or city municipality. Fire department records are very important. This include records of all fire alarms, calls including response times, fire inspections and firearms owners and registration, which may be in a different location in some cities. Police records are very important. Criminal offence reports, statistics of crime, accident reports and driving records are in the local police department. Records of ongoing investigation generally are not available to the public. The next one is utility records. Water records such as bacterial counts, water production, chemical usage and other items pertaining to the city's water and sewage operations are available in the city sanitation section or department. Next one is school district records. Almost all information pertaining to the expenditure of public school funds, including purchase orders, payroll records, audits, bids and contracts are available at the district or taluk education board office. The next one is reporting beats. A beat is in wide sense an area of information about which the journalists are expected to look for stories which will interest viewers. Beat reporting is the craft of reporting on an issue or particular sector, organization or institution over time. Beat reporters build up a base of knowledge on and gain familiarity with the sector, allowing them to provide insight and commentary in addition to reporting straight facts. This distinguishes them from other journalists who might cover similar stories from time to time. A news beat is an institutional or issue area that generates enough news and reader interest to make it worthwhile for a newspaper to assign a reporter to cover it on a regular basis. Traditional beats are government agencies such as the police department, courts, schools and city hall. Certain issue areas such as health, business and environment are also regular beats on most of the newspapers. Okay students, in today's class we have seen about basic rules for covering news, what are the chances we have to collect the information, how the news will be collected from the different sources and its reliability. In tomorrow's class, we can learn about types of reporting, how we can convert it into a news story, what are the difficulties we may face during the news reporting. Take home message. The reporter should open his eyes, ears and mind always without partiality. I am expecting this from you as a future journalist. See you again. Bye. Thank you.